This. This is the face of someone who's defeated, and annoyed, and frustrated, and angry, and upset. And all I wanted was to have a good fucking time with my friends, but no. I gotta deal with shit. I'm gonna be an adult. Oh my god. What's up, Benji? I hope your day's going well. So close up machine, level 1 serial cleaner. Finally 100% of the blood cleans. Positive found body. Just the side of the hitbox. The body is supposed to interactable. Place it on the ground and pick it back up again. Took long enough. Took enough extra time at the guard. Came around the corner. Oh no! And he got caught. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a faulty USB port, and it might be a bad cable. I don't have time to try to troubleshoot now. I'll probably have to like troubleshoot tomorrow, sometime during the day, and just we'll go from there, I guess. I really hope I don't have to buy a new adapter for the cable. It's going to make me very upset. I take pristine fucking care of like all my shit. Like it's gonna make me very angry. I guess so. To recap with what happened last time, it's because it's like, God, I hate when shit like this happens because like it makes life hell trying to export videos. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna export a 20-minute video. I don't care. I'm too. Y'all. Why does this fucking camera hate me? I'm about to lose my fucking shit. So for whatever reason, to explain the issue that's going on, somehow during a non-determined amount of time, the camera, the USB adapter, whatever, will deactivate and stay locked, right? So it acts as like if the video source is gone and just like freezes on the last frame when it was connected. Not determined, no reason. Nothing's jiggling, nothing's loose. Everything is all connected as it should be.
Surely this is fate. There are some that grow larger when they become hellions.
But it's way bigger than the ones we've seen.
I can't move. What is going on?
Ready?
Everything's like so delayed.
It's over.
Oh god, I hate this.
Everyone, right? Not yet. This isn't sweet dreams.
So like, start is fine.
Looks like we win.
That felt really, really weird. What's up, Succubus? Is bloatware the camera? Do I have bloatware? No. No. I try unpairing it, removing the drivers. Yes. Yes, I did. Like many of us, martial, hidden, and seraphic arts are all caught in a web of antagonistic relationships. Martial arts interrupt seraphic art casting. During hidden arts, you're immune from being staggered by martial arts. Casting seraphic arts, you're immune from being staggered by hidden arts. Right, okay, so this is like the rock, paper, scissors type deal. An enemy only uses one type of art. You have an opportunity to pound them with a superior type. How do I know if they're doing something? How do I know if they're doing a seraphic art or a hidden art? That seems weird. Semi-auto think you're not in range? I don't know why it would think that. There's no reason why, like, it would turn off. Like the camera's still on. It is literally just, like, being deactivated by, like, a loose connection somehow. Is there proprietary software? Nope.
Can you figure out how to open it?
Essentially,
A door with no keyhole, marked with the crest of the Kingdom of Highland.
Kingdom Hearts. That's what I'm saying.
This is no door. Is it? It's a seal.
A seal, is it?
Oh, with the game.
When authorities find relics or artifacts
I don't
that
know.
are politically inconvenient for the current regime,
Because it felt like there was, like,
they
delay
tend to
with
brand them forbidden and seal
actual
them away
movement.
from prying eyes. And if the seal was placed there by the royal family, that would suggest the key is connected to them as well. Huh? What's up?
You certainly are quite the budding archaeologist.
Yeah, ever since childhood, exploring ruins was pretty much the only hobby Mikleo and I ever had. That Mikleo, if I ever discovered anything, he'd run out the next day and discover something else.
And?
I feel like I'm too
Oh,
tilted
that's
to really,
about it.
like, care about anything that's happening right now.
Can you unlock the
I'm
seal?
so fucking angry.
Oh, right.
Not even angry,
I think
just
I'll
annoyed.
examine the door a bit more.
I'm just, like, so checked out.
What could this be?
It's a door.
Just need the key now.
Do I have a key? Is it the copper key?
Huh. I guess this isn't the key.
You said it was connected to the royal family. I doubt we have anything like that.
No. I mean, that's gotta be royal, right? Oh yeah, we met the turtles. The turtles. Forgot about the turtles. I love them so much. I guess we'll try both those things. I don't know if we're gonna get something else later.
Just need...
Divine artifacts. So that's the sword. We'll try the knife first. I doubt this is gonna be it. There's no way that makes sense, right?
Yes!
Well, it certainly is a unique key. It looks just like a knife.
That's because it is.
Oh, we don't have anything like that. Thanks, Lila. Thank you. Thank you for your expert opinion. Note to self, don't trust the game ever again. Difficulty normal. This is the standard difficulty setting. Assumes that the player is familiar with gaining strength through equipment fusion, as well as the rest of the game systems. While it's not really tough, it may still prove a challenge if you haven't done much exploration or equipment enhancement. Continue to improve your abilities and take on side quests as you get more. So, that seems kind of bullshit. That the game expects you to know how to utilize its systems. Because I don't know anything about what I'm doing.
Counting on you, Lila!
Bats can see things even in the
Can I
dark.
not? Hello?
You with sonar? Man,
How do
wish
I-
I could do that.
How do I change?
Yes.
There we go.
Crimson
So much better.
Be gone! No escape! Let's get him!
Flames of crimson!
What?
Just yet.
That's the way! Be gone!
I keep wanting stuff to come out. But
Splendid job,
ah.
Ray.
Let's keep it up.
Saray is an orthodox sword-wielding fighter. His B arts are quick, so the success to Key to success lies in his stat boosting effects. His AR is slower. Enemy martial arts don't stagger him when he uses them. Different attacks possible. It's a wide variety of elements. So Tanya confirmed the enemy's weakness by holding down bumper before charging and exploiting it mercilessly. Okay, so what I'm gathering is that, right, like the B arts, the martial arts are all the physical moves. The hidden arts are going to be our elemental. So we want to scan the enemies to try and exploit the elemental weaknesses. But we only have one. So there's not really much merit to doing that. Oh boy. I don't think I'm bad chaos. Is that a person?
Sure hope this is edible.
Why is a person here? Oh, they're down here. I'm kind of sad that they don't have a voice. I'm actually like kind of really sad they don't have a voice. It's the kind of high rolling gamblers we are here is at the Dark Turtles Emporium. Great. So is this a shop? There's a shop. Cool. We can buy. Just buy potions. Okay. Doesn't really seem worth it. They're just like throwing these bottles at us, I swear. I don't understand why we have so many. Amber paper. Leaves that have amber ground into their fibers, pressing other auras into the paper will further improve its mana flow. Oh, that's a weapon for her, isn't it? For Lila. Does that mean that we can combine it? No, because we don't have one. But, ooh, that's just like straight up better. Oh, shit. But she recovers HP during a combo. Or do we just focus on her power? Yeah, I think we'll do that. Ooh, she's at half health. Ooh. Nice. We'll be wishing I didn't have a voice. Rough. Yeah, I feel much the same.
Whoa. Check it out! That sword is ginormous.
Oh, I was looking at the orb.
To the sacred blade. It was constructed in the era of Asgard.
We have 2 eras now, right?
Lila, do you know about this? Lila?
Okay. Like, she's the... What? She's the seraph that got stuck with the sword? So is she connected to that orb?
This is where I formed the pact with the previous shepherd.
Oh. In the sewers.
Really?
Cool.
But then, why couldn't you tell us before?
You and Mikleo looked like you were both having so much fun. I didn't want to go and sour your explorer spirit by spoiling the end. And on top of that, I kept silent for your sake.
For my sake?
I want you to understand, you must not feel obligated to bear the world's burden on your shoulders alone.
Huh?
Same.
So, how does it feel having reached these ruins? You don't feel as excited as you imagined you might be, right?
It's awfully
By any
presumptuous.
chance, do you know why this is?
Well...
You do not wish for your friends to share the burden of your duty. Is that correct?
I guess I'm really that transparent, aren't I?
This is a problem that always arises between the shepherd and their seraphim friends, no matter the era. Saray, you must understand how Mikleo feels, do you not?
Yeah.
Very well. There is nothing left for me to tell you.
Thank you, Lila.
And now, allow me to show you the real reason I brought you all the way here. I want to bestow this onto you.
A jewel?
There's no way she
They
just
are called
grabbed
iris
that.
gems in the world of humans.
That was like
They
20
are
feet in the
originally
air.
known as the Earthen Historia.
Iris gems. Earthen Historia.
So, can you see anything?
Huh? Like what?
The object you are holding allows those with resonance, that is, the ability to sense seraphim, to see the memories that are contained within. They should serve you well as guideposts in your search for the Lord of Calamity.
Huh. Oh, right, we're looking for Ganon.
I can't see anything.
Forgot about that.
You can't? That certainly is odd. Saray?
Let's head back. There's nothing more we can find out.
But...
Hey, we can come back anytime we need to.
Indeed. And with Mikleo, of course.
Okay. I guess we're leaving? I'm so confused by, like, everything that's going on here. Why is an altar in the sewers? Why is it made there and, like, not in the Temple of Time? Like, over the pedestal... Whatever. I can't interact with it? Hello? Saying, like, can I place the orb on you? But no. Weird.
So then, is this sealed as well? From the inside?
This is an altar created in order to bring forth shepherds. It does not open unless one can wield the flames of purification.
Which we have.
Wait a minute. Doesn't that mean anyone who failed to become a shepherd could never get out of here?
Indeed, it is a relic of a much crueler era.
Huh.
I see.
You have already been bound to me and are quickly becoming accustomed to my power. I expect you should be able to wield the flames of purification by now.
So, all I have to do then is light this torch?
Ah.
Yes, but be wary. Those who could not become shepherds may have perished here, but their emotions linger on. This malevolence hangs here like a miasma.
Of course it
Meaning
does.
that Hellions are lurking about, right?
Of course it does.
Exactly. Proceed with caution.
So Hellions are
Okay.
born from lingering wills? Terra's here? Press up to cast silver flame in the direction you're facing. Its uses include lighting torch-like objects, as well as removing impure obstacles. Striking enemies weak against fire can begin the battle with an advantage. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know why it's called silver flame when it's red. I like it. I like it. But okay. So, am I right to assume that we're going to get, like, other elements? Like ice, lightning, earth, wind.
Let's do this! Let's get him! Struggle, let's get him! Hang on, everyone! Ready? Let's get him!
Yeah, get them both.
Dreams!
God, this camera feels really, really janky at times.
Sweets are best after exercise, yes? Something super sweet.
Health maintenance. With this talent, you can recover HP over time while walking around. Use this to recover health in newly discovered areas with strong enemies. Also warn you after you finish battle with low health, this talent is useful for your nervous reactions in battle. Alright, who got that? I don't like the solo it. Health. Is that part of equipment? Because that's a title, right? That's +4. So, I mean, do I want that? Do I want that? Because that's just normal attack, but that's heart attack, right? Her being a caster person would be better. We still got the same old, same old. Let's try oh, I can't combine stuff, right? I can only do that at a shop. Okay. Well, let's go open some chests. Tiara. Wow, that just increases everything. Okay. And we get the last one for horizontal skill row. So we should get something for that. Stun time reduced by 20%. Capability versus amorphous plus 10%. So if we keep the normal tiara on, that means that we get better damage against the blobs, the slimes, the flans, the whatever. But this just gives us better everything. G-unions are bonus skills activated by vertically lining up all 5 skills from the same group. In general, this will result in a powerful effect relating to that skill group. For example, if you equip all 5 status skills, the bonus skill will boost each of that character's stats by 20. I'm assuming that this increased... It looks like it increased like all of our stats. Not just... Right? It increased the attack. I mean, literally everything. Huh. Even though it's not listed. Okay. I'm kind of intimidated by all the skills. Not gonna lie. I feel like it's a lot. I'm gonna waddle away till the next day. Not gonna deal with that right now. And I feel like it's a lot to just take in. Why'd you have to come up behind me? Soft serve ice cream. Ice cream with lots of vanilla, surprisingly hard to shape correctly.
Counting on you, Lila.
Such signs are common.
Okay, weakness, nothing. Okay.
They've seen around this area. They aren't very strong, but watch out for their spewing attacks.
Yeah, get stunned, my guy. Easy.
Ready?
Easy.
Looks like we win.
Oh, we got a waistcoat. Combos that mix martial hidden and seraphic arts provide various effects. Reduced SC consumption based on number of martial arts used. Wait, so if I do combo, hidden art, it's probably gonna explain further down. If I do combo, hidden art, the SC cost for the hidden art is reduced by the number of physical moves I've done. Increase damage based on number of hidden arts used. Increase duration of enemy stagger based on number of terrific arts used. Once use multiple art categories. For BBBA, only the 4th attack benefits from the effects. Okay. So the effect only takes place once you swap to another different art. Can I chain hidden arts together? And then break that into like a martial art?
I can't believe it. There's so many of them.
I have no idea. Do you feel any different? A new power manifesting, or a new sort of strength welling up inside you? Do you feel like that at all?
No?
Huh? I don't feel any different.
So it really hasn't happened yet.
Well, I feel like a disappointment.
Is there any end to this?
Saray, we have to break on through!
Okay.
Bye, slimes?
Ready?
There we go.
Ready? Let's get them. There's no end to them.
Give your all to defense. We can still pull through.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I can change hidden arts together. I guess I should just like focus on defending, right? Yeah.
Ready?
Never mind.
You can use it now!
What are you talking about?
It is time you knew the true power of the shepherd.
I'm just mashing buttons here, man.
I bear my true name.
This is...
Recite that name. Harness the power that flows from it and let it become your armor. That is the true power of the shepherd.
Yo, I'm so fucking confused.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Armatize with left bumper.
Fethmas Mioma!
This is armatization.
Wow,
I like the feather piece.
I can feel such incredible power. All right, time to finish this.
Press left bumper in normal state to consume 1 blast gauge and armatize. You will invoke the power of the Seraphim and take command of a formidable weapon. By armatizing, you enjoy both parties' combined attack, art attack, focus, HP, and skills. So when you're in a pinch, armatization is the answer. Even when Sora is KO'd, any Seraph with at least 1 HP, and BG can revive him by pressing left bumper. I still don't think we've really learned what BG is, but okay. Well, I'm playing Mugen now. Not Mugen. Oh god, what is it? What are they? Are they the Muyo games?
Too easy.
That was wonderfully done, Saray.
Like the Dynasty Warriors?
Armatization itself is proof of one's status as a shepherd. It means you have mastered its power.
Still, that was way too close for comfort. Gaining that new power right at the last second there.
Reminds me
I'll
of...
say, I must admit even I was worried. But
It reminds me of the Muslo. That's it, thank you.
Ah, shucks. Come on, you're embarrassing me.
Reminds me of the King's weapons from Final Fantasy 15.
By the way, since the Hellions are safely defeated, what do you say you go ahead and remove the armatization?
Has anyone here seen Shinzo?
How do I do that?
Out of curiosity.
Huh?
I can't get it off.
Playing this on PC, Succubus.
What? Is that what's supposed to happen?
That's what I want to know.
So, you can't read the Earth in Historia. You were able to unleash the power of armatization with amazing speed, and yet now you can't turn it off.
Are we Naruto?
Saray, you're just a total mess.
Are we just harnessing
shepherd's
all
a
the
mess,
chakra of the
I
Nine
guess,
Tails within
I
us and we
guess.
can't channel it? Are we
Come
sealed?
on, Lila.
Do we have like... Was our stump...
Oh, there it goes.
I suppose once the Armatus has been invoked, you'll just have to wait until it dissolves. I'm sure in due time you'll be able to use it at will.
If you say so.
I don't know how I feel about making all these like connections to other things. Because in a sense, it feels like I'm just like nitpicking it. But like at the same time, I can't deny that it makes me think of these things. And that's the primary reason why it watched opening. Gotcha. I know that we watched a thing as we were playing the game. I don't know if we saw anything like this. Regardless, my memory's bad, so if we did it small, I probably missed it anyways. Arts and armatization. On each character's art screen, you can switch between character types or different types of arts with left trigger, right trigger. You can view a list of hidden arts and change settings for seraphic arts here. Aside from these, you can also view other arts used in battle, such as Banish Blast and Rejuvenation. Story progresses, scenario skills are added to the titles that characters possess. You check them by selecting titles on the equipment screen. Okay, cool. Let's go check that. Do we get one? Oh, shit. Hello. You look weak to fire, don't you? Come on. Come on. Okay. Main characteristics of Harmonization. B for hit arts, A for Seraphic arts, 3 hit max combo and attacks focused on damage. If effect attacks from legendary weapons, Seraphic art casting time greatly reduced. And healing can block Seraphic arts. Right trigger when idle to cast rejuvenation. Right trigger during combos for Vanish Blast. Don't forget that you'll only be making half as many attacks as normal. Seraphic arts set to A, also varies by the state. Whoa! Ooh, okay, hello.
Focus, guys.
So,
Not yet. Be gone.
huh?
Not yet.
Radiant heat!
No escape. It's over. Everyone okay?
Wait, so it does... Wait, so in the Harmonization mode, the main form of attack is the Seraphic arts, not the martial arts? Going through B? Enemies will variously have weaknesses and resistances to the 5 elements. No. By saying something is non-elemental, therein, it is not elemental, right? It is not an element? I don't think this game can do math right. Fire, earth, water, wind. So no lightning. Okay. No air's wind. Most obvious consequences are that you'll do more damage, use less SC if the enemy is weak to the attack, do less damage, recover SC more slowly if the enemy is resistant. Okay. Weaknesses and resistances affect battle in other ways as well. Oh, thanks for being vague, game. Love it. Love it. I don't have me an Xbox. I got me a 360. That's about it. No. Ooh. There we go.
Counting on you, Lila. Be gone. No escape. Sweet dreams. Be gone. Strike. Sweet dreams.
Oh, they're all split up. I was hoping they'd stay together. Oh, whoa. Missed.
Purification complete.
Okay. Blast Gauge represents a latent power that can push you beyond your limits. Normally store up to 3 Blast Gauge. Unleashing it with right trigger once you've set one of the various spell actions. Most settings will be added to this. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to use any of this. Like, I have not needed to do anything. God, I'm so fucking lost. So fucking lost. And how to... No. Do that. There we go. Like work combat. This is... My dumb small brain cannot comprehend the complexities of this. I press B, I attack, I have fun. Okay. So her attack is just what takes them all out. Gotcha.
Well done, everyone.
In battle, open the menu with Y, press start to switch control the next character to the... Oh. If you'd like to change your default battle character, you can do so on the top menu outside of battle. It's all pretty easy. What do you mean pretty easy? I tried doing that. How the fuck do I do that? How do I change? How is it easy? Fuck off, game. That is not easy. Because when I try to mess with my characters, I set you to first player, and then I couldn't move. So... I feel so fucking dumb. I just got one recently, so I have no friends. This is my 360 video game landed when he got robbed. So I gave... So I had a 360 since like 2015. still got my 360, but the disk drive is broken, so like nothing works on it. So like I can't like open it to like put stuff in. But if so, it'd be open type. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Would you like some?
Ooh.
Let's begin the purification.
Weakness, art defense? What does that mean?
All this fighting sure makes me hungry.
I don't know what that means. Point of interest detection when you're near discovery points or monoliths. An early alert detection system will notify you of the presence. Approach the target and press to investigate it. We know this. We have been doing this. It has been in our face. So much so that I've kind of really just want to take it off. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Didn't mean to jump, but sure. So let's just take us back to the very beginning now, right? So we're going to head out. Cool. Tales of trends the group together, lightning and wind when lightning isn't just normal element. Yeah. Gotcha. Makes sense. Time to talk to Mikleo, our shipmate.
Phew! Finally.
I still think this music reminds me of Ravenaster from FF12.
I doubt he's at the inn.
Oh, Mikleo? But he said he would wait for us back at the inn when he left.
So, the ruins below spread out all over the place, right? If that's the case, I'll bet Mikleo went off to search for another entrance. One that's not this one.
Huh? You mean Mikleo went into the ruins alone? How dangerous, how downright reckless of him! The Hellions here are spreading like wildfire! You just saw firsthand what a force they are to be reckoned with. How can you be so calm when your friend is in peril like this?
He'll be fine. I know he's not the type to let his guard down when he's faced with real danger. And I'm sure he knows full well that he has no ability to purify the Hellions all by himself. Don't worry.
You really do have the utmost faith in him, don't you?
Well, it's a love-hate sort of thing.
I see. So Mikleo has a sort of rivalry going on with you, and thus you went alone to search for the ruins rather than return to the inn. But you're sure he wouldn't do anything dangerous by himself. So then,
I guess I'll buy
what are
that.
your plans now, Saray?
Man, you sure have a mean streak.
I was
you know
thinking,
that?
like, Saray has a really
do
weird
I?
character.
But anyways, first I have to return this to Alicia.
Oh, the knife you used to open the door.
We found this at the ruins, where I first met her. It was probably handed down by the royal family. I'm sure it's very important. Before I begin my duty as a shepherd, I feel like I should return it.
Indeed.
Lila, you had something else to tell me, right? About what it is to be the shepherd. I'd like to hear the rest of what you had to say.
It's true, I do. But first, to that same end, there are things I would like to ask Alicia as well.
Can we see the person who's talking?
Perfect. Let's head over to her manor then.
Who are we having a
We
conversation
might
with?
find Mikleo as
Me?
well.
Hi, Saray.
Yeah, he'll probably give up and wander back anytime now.
What the fuck is this?
Now that would be perfect.
Boy, I knew you had a mean streak.
Okay. Bye, whoever you are. I don't care enough. Actually, we like this. What do you think so far? Hey, what's up, Muffin? I'm enjoying it. It's very anime. At times, I find it very cringe, but in like a very charming and funny way. I will say that I'm very befuddled and confused by the combat and just how much shit it throws at you right off the bat. But we haven't struggled with anything yet, so there's that. Granted, we're still really early on, so... Oh, now we can buy a sword. Defense +4, defense capability +4. I don't know what the capability means. Ribbon tie. Reduction. 1% reduction doesn't seem worth it, does it? Can I buy fashion stuff? No. Okay. And the commentary. Oh, great. The commentary of, no. Love it. I think we'll just head off. Oh, hold on. I did want to try to fuse stuff. Yeah, we'll put that and that together. So that's 50% and 5%. So that gives us an extra, what, 6 attack? Okay. Sure. With the natural waistcoat. If I were to do that, it does improve it even further. That makes sense. Goes to a +2. Okay. Okay. So, oh, wow. And then we combine that with you, right? Okay. Do that with that. Sure. Cool. Remember skills stack 2. Right. It's good. Always check if there was change. One ancient area, there might be different. Yeah, that's also like trying to look down through everything. To get that, like, multiple items aren't going to have the exact same skills. Where is Alicia? I think she's to the direct right. Down this side? If I recall right. I think I want to be a flowy boy.
We'll do everything we can, but I'm afraid we cannot guarantee a recovery. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It's quite all right. I very much appreciate your diligence.
And you? Do you consider yourself prepared?
Yes. I shall do everything within my power that I can.
Your distinctive personality is a point I greatly admire as your teacher, but I am aware that it also tends to drive the chancellors up the wall. Don't push yourself too hard. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Yes. Oh, Saray!
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Should I come back later?
Not at all. I was just leaving.
No, don't leave.
Oh, you're...
I thank you for your help at the festival, Shepherd
Maltran.
Saray. I am Maltran, Knight
Maltran.
Preceptor and Advisor to the Royal Army of the Kingdom of Highland.
Favorite character so far.
Please do all
Easy.
you can to help Alicia. She could use the support of a good friend.
Yes, of course.
I still get Beatrice vibes from FF9.
Wow. I gotta say, she's totally got it together.
I know, right? My dream is to be as cool as her. Let's walk while we chat.
I do feel like dialogue in this game is very...
You were investigating the ruins, correct?
Well, yes, that's true.
guided. I'm gonna go over here and look at this chest real quick. Yeah, I'll meet you over there. See you soon. Never mind. Fine, let's talk.
This is for you.
My knife! Did you find this at the ruins near Elysia?
Yeah, I figured it was yours.
This is an important item that's been handed down in my family for generations. I thought I'd never see it again.
Yeah, sure helped me. It was a key.
Thank you so much.
I do apologize, but may we get down to the matter at hand?
Lady Lila, forgive me.
Wait! Did you just...
Huh.
I could hear her. I definitely heard Lila's voice.
Well, this is quite the surprise. Hello? I see. So it won't be that easy just yet.
Lila?
I'll explain things, but first, take her hand again.
You have to hold our breath again and
Lila
close our
says she'll
eyes.
explain. Can you give me your hand again?
Sure.
Hello, Alicia? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes I can. Loud and clear.
I haven't even held my breath yet.
Oh, good.
At this
Cool.
point, you've grown much more accustomed to my power, to the extent that you can now do what you did before without dulling your other senses.
I don't feel any different, though.
That's good news. It means you don't have to go through all that hassle anymore to make her voice carry.
It was fun in a way, but good riddance.
All right, very well then. Shall we begin?
Oh, right. Lila needed to talk with you about something.
With me?
I would ask that you lend us your power, so that we may find the vessels and the lords of the land.
May I ask what those might be?
To explain fully, I shall need to tell you how this world we live in is structured. In the ancient times, the Seraphim and humans worked together in order to protect their land from the malevolence.
The Seraphim and humans work together?
If
Is
the
that
vessel
shocking?
that dwelled in was pure of heart and harbored no malevolence, those Seraphim with power would become lords of the land. And through worship by the people, they gained the ability to expand the area of the Blessed Domain, which repels the influence of the malevolence. The sanctuaries were built to honor the lords of the land and keep the area around the sanctuary safe from malevolence. However, the sanctuary in this town has neither a lord of the land nor a vessel, let alone anyone who will properly pray to them.
Is that why there's so much bad stuff going down around here?
Yes, even if the shepherd purifies the malevolence, it will be impossible to maintain the land's protection without the blessings of the Lord of the Land.
So,
I
okay.
see. So you wanted to ask Alicia for help in finding a suitable vessel for the Lord of the Land.
And should they be found, if those of the sanctuary would properly worship them both, is that correct?
Is Alicia going to become that person?
Any ideas?
As for the sanctuary, I'm afraid almost all of the pious ones in my country have lost their sense of gratitude towards the Seraphim.
No way.
However, there is a man named Brunor who has recently ascended to the priesthood. He is a good, sincere man who gave his time to help us prepare for the festival.
Would he help?
I think we heard of him
Yes, I believe
in
so.
passing.
Time is of the essence. I'll head for the sanctuary at once.
Well, that was abrupt.
But she's not wrong either. We must hurry.
So the only people who can see Seraphim, or like recognize Seraphim, are those who carry the resonance, right? And is that like faith? Is that belief? Is that something just innate from birth? Because I got like a lot of Mishcap vibes from this, where you have like a race beings that aren't able to be
She's
seen by the
gone
general
already.
populace.
She's probably heading over to the sanctuary.
She's quite the tomboy, that Alicia.
Where's the sanctuary? Oh, is that the Temple of Time? I have to learn her name. Whose name? What name? Why name? Yeah, I assume this here is the sanctuary. Can I talk to any of these folks for food? Alright, exhausted you. No, no one sells me anything. Alright, never mind. Forget it. I didn't want items anyways. Gotcha.
It looks like Father Brunor is out around town on an errand.
Of course he is.
So it goes. Any clue as to the vessel, at least?
Let's see. Something free of malevolence. In the Galahad ruins north of here, there's a pure and clean waterfall. The kings of Highland traditionally bathe in its pristine holy water before their coronation ceremonies.
Water of utmost purity. That does sound like something that could be a vessel for a seraph.
Is something wrong?
Beasts have taken up residence in the ruins of late. Whatever was there was strong enough to kill all 10 soldiers who came to drive them out.
Oh, the vessel is like an object.
Likely.
Or a thing,
If we don't
not
hurry,
a person.
then the waterfall
Okay.
could be corrupted by the malevolence.
I was
I
thinking
take
that
it that's not all, is it?
The malevolence is strong in Lady Lake. The holy water will absorb its influence before we have a chance to enshrine and worship it. Water in particular is delicate and easily corrupted by malevolence.
No way. Is there anything we can do?
Of course there is. But in that case, we will need the cooperation of a seraph of water.
Oh, hey.
As a fire seraph, I'm afraid I am wholly mismatched.
But, Mikleo, huh?
A water seraph, huh?
Yes,
By the way, whatever became of Mikleo? I haven't heard his voice yet.
We sorta had a fight.
it's a long story.
Anyway, to the Galahad ruins. There's Hellions to smack.
I still
That's
think
true.
that Sora's
Let's
voice
do what we
reminds me of
can,
Tidus.
first and foremost.
Saray, please let me accompany you.
I would, but you don't have the power to battle Hellions.
But
Saray, just as the Prime Lord can have sublords, so too can there be squires to the Shepherd. If Alicia becomes your squire, she can fight against the Hellions as long as she is within your domain.
My squire?
But
this sanctuary. No, make that all of the sanctuaries in Highland. They have always been like this from the time I was born.
That's very convenient.
A Highland overrun with malevolence is the only Highland I've ever known. I beg of you, Saray, please, take me as your squire, so that I may see my homeland free of malevolence.
This
Just
music is
like
gonna be
you'd
hype,
always
though.
dreamed of.
Very
As you
hype.
wish, Alicia. So then, how does this work?
after my incantation, give unto Alicia a true name in the ancient tongue.
Let's see. A true name for Alicia.
We just make any name up.
A new bud forms on the holy branch. Its flowers bring fruit. Its fruit begets seeds. The circle of destiny turns once more. Give life unto the will of the shepherd, and let it be proof of their bond. Thy true name as a squire shall be...
Melphisamechia!
The first random thing that popped into your head, my guy? Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Happy to be your squire, Saray.
Oh. What's up, Sunar?
Happy to have one, Alicia.
I'm so sorry. Hope you're having a good day, my dude. Yeah, I think we have two. Oh, hey, it's Mikleo. Cool. Oh no, are we gonna have... Okay, so like, from the very beginning, I called like the Sora-Riku dynamic between Sora and Mikleo. And I, like, Mikleo being right out there, like, looking at us reminds me of Riku looking at Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1 in Traverse Town. Is Mikleo gonna go meet the Maleficent stand-in and just be like, Sora's a bad, bad man. Okay. Alright. Cool. Are confirmed? Really? I was thinking, like, it seems like they would have very much the ship potential, but, huh. Interesting.
I finished preparing the gel.
Thanks. I want to think about how you have gel. Where are we going? Gather holy water from the waterfall at Galahad Ruins. Okay, so we need to go outside. Cool. How do I leave? Doors? Doors are probably a good idea. And the remake for this... Oh, there's a remake for this game? Did this just come out like 5 years ago? What? Well, I want to say this is like 2016? Ooh. That's a save point. Yeah, we did stuff. His hat kind of kills the outfit. I mean... So... Look at her boots. Look at her blue tunic. Huh? Huh? I don't know where we need to head off to. Haven Heights. I'd assume that's probably where we need to go then, right? Because we're going to Lady Lake? Lady Lake? Yeah, so we get like some fashion stuff. I thought that was really neat. So we can take it off. Oh, let's give her the hat. Why not? Yeah. Now she's a rootin' tootin' shoot 'em cowboy partner. Oh. Okay, so we have like an actual like big world map. I forgot about that. Right, and changes based on locations. Can't just like move around free reign. Okay. Cool. Anime's not a Tales remake. Ah, yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm on the same train.
What on earth?
Here it comes, Alicia!
Oh, armor
Remain
size.
calm. Just attack it like you would any other creature.
I'm trying. Can I not? I'm pressing. What do you want from me?
Ready?
Okay.
No escape! Ready?
Does what I
Let's
what?
spread out.
Very well.
I don't. What do you want from me? What is what? I can't. Armortize and idle. Ah, well, armortize. There we go. An idle. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I see. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Experience
Okay.
leads to confidence.
Cool.
Who's next?
God, there is so much that my brain does not comprehend about this at all. Okay. Game is basically like the 13 Tales series, polarizing, either love it or hate it. So badly received that not only made Zestiria to apologize, but also retold the story in the form of an anime. Wow. Well, okay, so like, yeah, I know of Tales of the Abyss, which is like the only other Tales anime I've heard of. And I didn't realize it was related. I didn't realize that Zestiria had one. I'll have to look into that. And that is 100% the same vibe I was getting, NG, of Frodo and Sam, for sure. For sure. Alright, so that's past results in exceptional healing. Emergency, non-emergency alike. Organization can benefit everyone, not just your partner. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, random chest. I wonder why no one else on the road has gone to go get this chest. So it's just completely... I don't think this game's okay. I'm kind of concerned for it. Tales of Zestiria the X. Is that the series? Have I tried out the Rise demo? No. And for the most part, honestly, I stay away from demos. Unless it's like something I'm super, super interested in. Spooters again. Oh, not Spooter. Octopus?
Focus, guys.
Oh my god.
Ready? 8 legs? What kind of creature is this?
Be careful of those legs. They get longer.
What? Hello?
Looks like we win.
I didn't even get a chance to do the right trigger. As you're in armatization, hold down right trigger in the middle of a combo to unleash a Banish Blast at the cost of 1 blast gauge. Performances varies by the Seraph, but because it requires charging, it can be risky, but in combo off of it, set effects from any arts following Banish Blast are 2 times as likely to occur. The lower the enemy's HP, the higher the damage. Okay, so it's a good way to like follow up to finish off an enemy. Okay. I've had the demo so many times now. Alright, that's damn exciting.
How about you, Nate?
Ready?
Why are you skipping
Both
Neji?
attack while retreating.
So it's best
The
to
official
aim
ambassador
right
of Tales of
after it.
Arise is Kiara. Am I supposed to understand? I don't know what that means.
All is done here.
All attack type arts have some kind of effect potential, making it possible to stun. Its own stance, weaken enemy stats, inflict ailments on enemies, steal HP. Makes sense. Wolf, the shadows were all like wonky coming off of the cliff line. By hitting a stun enemy with your initial martial art, you can increase your blast gauge 1 time only. If you stun an enemy in the middle of an attack, then cease the attack before restarting it with the martial art, you gain an increase in blast gauge. Careful not to miss this chance by aimlessly chaining together attacks. So, does an enemy wake up directly after I attack them when they're stunned? Or can I, like, attack, back off, attack, back off, attack, back off to chain, getting the gauge up? Ah! What?
Victory shall be mine.
Okay. Thanks, game. Okay, so I can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Cool. So where do I see...
Everyone okay?
I'm trying to see where I figure out about the what's it called? The armatization. Character will prepare consumables such as gels or bottles and rather intervals. You can only create items that you've already found at least once. Makes sense. Arise is very different from other Tales games. How so? Like, I know nothing about this
Surely this is fate. It's a marmot.
about the
It's quick with
series.
its attacks.
By Phoenix VTuber, do you mean like the Phoenix Wright series? Like, I know nothing about the VTuber scene, apart from like maybe 3 names.
You were quite strong.
So martial arts have a chance of boosting your stats by using them. Shows your effect tends to be determined by the art's element. For instance, the art Tiger Blade being non-elemental will raise your attack. Is it just because it's non-elemental that it raises our attack? Or is there another reason? Look, man, I just don't. It's not something I've bothered to keep up with. So whatever. Very weak to physical. Weakness is earth. Weakness is earth? It's flying. All my years of playing Pokemon make me question the very existence of something flying being weak to earth. Being weak to lightning, being weak to wind. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Being weak to earth. Huh.
is a hellion.
Huh.
You okay?
Prepare snacks for
Sorry.
the party at following
I'm
intervals. Be used outside of battle. Storage be for all party members. Snacks battle only, and shall secret provide a small amount. Okay. Sure. That makes sense. They got rid of the LMBS combat system the franchise used since the start. They modernized a lot of the get rid of a lot of the 2D arts. And also rework the combat system from the ground up, more like a modern action game with focus on dodging and countering. Ooh. Well, your boy's excited about that. That has certainly piqued my interest. Some of that Doctor Who should be watching that. How I do? We finished Doctor Who. We finished Doctor Who like 3 weeks ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. We actually just started up Westworld. We got through the first season of Westworld. That had me scratching my noggin so much. It felt really hard to keep up with personally. I didn't really understand all the praise that the show has received. But speaking of like new games coming out, similar to Souls-likes, Black Myth Wukong had a new trailer drop since it got like what ported over to Unreal 5. Y'all, it looks fun. It looks really, really fun. Gray is a word after each battle. You get more gray if your fighting style is particularly flashy. In areas where the Lord of the Land is unlocked, earning gray will increase the blessing level, eventually awarding you further boons. Okay, so it has a point. Cool. Cool. Well, it's kind of like the star system from FF13, right? The better you perform in the battle, the higher. Okay. Forged Spear stun damage rate plus 20. Duration of stay increases. Ooh. I mean, it's higher damage, but I really like the stun. Like, we're getting a lot of stuns off, and I like that. I think I'm actually going to keep that on. For less damage? Meh. Is there anything else I can put on? Hard defense. Focus goes up. Stun time reduced. Whatever. Oh, what's her titles? SCUs for that. Oh my god. That is so much. Oh, but she gets different arts with it. Okay. Huh. Huh. Stun rate plus 20% against enemies with stun rate plus 25%. Stun rate plus 20% when enemies have less than their max health. Wow. 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 Okay, we're sticking with this. Let's go use one of our items. Let's go for one of our snacks. Sure. Hello. Oh! Okay. What is you? You're weak to fire. Okay, cool. Oh, you can purchase stuff in New Game Plus. That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm being in my my martial attacks are being.
My will shall pierce thee, just like this spear.
The martial arts are being interrupted by the enemies because they're faster. So to combat that, I need to use the hidden arts. I think that's what I was noticing there with the. I'm gonna call them beavers. I don't care what they actually are. They're beavers from now on. Look, a little beaver.
I am ready.
Ready?
Nice. Okay.
Ready?
And then the attack did more damage because we did the martial art, the hidden arts. Up. Okay.
You were quite strong.
A squirrel and a ferret. Yeah, I guess that's right. Hi, guards. Can I help you? We are currently patrolling the Rayfolk area. Citizens who wandered close to the mountain have been known to go missing. Thanks, invisible wall. Ooh, flower. I'm about to play Destiny. I get most of my copies of... Oh, I was thinking that we're talking about the MMO. Not... Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go back to playing my video game. Can you, like, get off my ass, please? Are you faster than me? No.
Weapons ready!
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, well... Okay. Ah, and so I'm using the terrific card there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Learn new battle action. Ooh. When the controlled character takes damage and loses HP... I don't know that... 3 combos, press and hold... Oh, that's what BG is! The blast gauge. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Do I do this? Have I been dumb for not doing that? Maybe. Maybe. I guess it's possible. I still don't really understand the dodging, but there we are. Ooh. Looking forward to accompanying us, Lucia. It's my pleasure, Sarai. I promise not to be a burden on you or our mission. So whereabouts are these Galahad ruins? The entrance to the Galahad ruins is northwest of Lady Lake, along the river that runs down from the forest. From Lady Lake, we head northeast over the bridge, then circle around west to higher ground, past the village of Kilf and the Great Morgan Falls. We ought to find it. It's close to the highest part of the Lake Haven Heights, so it will be a bit of a trek. Let's be cautious. Map. How... Ah! There we go. So, I need to find my way through here? I need to find my way past the water? Which means there's something here I'm missing. Or I'm here too early, or something. Okay.
Everyone okay?
I can change the settings. Okay. Whatever. We did get some items though. Let's go check those. Is everyone wearing that? No? Defense. Oh, excuse me. Battle boots. Defense goes down by a little bit. Art attack goes down. Get more focus. Do I care about focus? Focus is utilized by defending, right? That's just worse in every way. Okay. What made you interested in trying out a Tales game? So it was on sale. Wolf talked about it. Energy's talked about it. I'm like, yo, sure. I picked up Zestiria and Bizarria, and I was like, hey, I'll put them on the list to for y'all to vote for. And she was like, I got you, fam. So we just finished up Bloodborne last week, and this was the highest game for us to go through.
I'm counting on you.
I keep trying. I keep trying to Okay, so I need to be close to activate that. Interesting.
Saray, your right side was wide open.
Really? I need more practice.
I don't like that the game's shit talking me. I don't appreciate that. This chance of inflicting resisting status ailments. So it's the best stat. Oh. Okay. But right now, well, okay, so can anything stun, or does it have to have the specific property to stun?
Purification complete.
It's like the only thing we have right now that really deals status, I believe, is the stun, right? Am I making that up? This game was under... Yeah, this game was like 720. It's like 725, something like that. I think I picked up both Zestiria and Bizarria for like $14. Okay. So yeah, I feel like I'm here early, and I shouldn't be here yet. Oh god. Oh god. So I can't go to the west, the Rayfolk Spirit Crest. Unless this is just not the right area? Can you, like, stop chasing me, please? Oh, great, it's a dangerous encounter. Great. Cool. Good. Okay, okay. They miss? Oh god. What? Oh god. I keep trying to defend, then pressing the wrong. Right, because that's defend. Yeah, there we go. It's not gonna combo like normal. Okay.
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
Go to Crest now? That's not... Select isn't map. Ah! I can? Because it said that the soldiers were there, and I wasn't able to, like, move past them. Try heading over there again. Sure. If you're ever feeling cheeky and you want someone to play your player 3, we can set that up real easy. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? You can... there's... What? How does that work, Engie? So yeah, we just came out of the... What? The aqueducts, the sewers, and Mikleo was like, I'm jealous. You're spending too much time with the new Seraph. Player 2 right now is the Seraph, Lila.
Such is what I expect of the Seraphim's power.
Sometime in the future, you'll likely encounter enemies that seem far too tough to defeat. You need to level up to battle against such enemies. What's equally useful to review the knowledge you have gained up until now. Hold the key of Venus from the vote. Okay, thanks, game. Right, so like we got all this here. Like I see the save back there, but we can't. Right, so I figure that there's something that we're not doing. We need to. Our current goal, the current objective, is to go get the holy water from the waterfall at Galahad Ruins. Galahad Ruins being what, past Lady Lake? But to get to Lady Lake, we need to go past the bridge here. I think from what the conversation with Alicia was saying. Programs you can use to let someone connect to play multiplayer. That's dope. That's really cool. Yeah, I was gonna be going back to see if I missed it and I went the wrong way. Because like a dum-dum, I certainly could have. I forget if it's... Hi. I even see you. Stats combined when you fuse. Forget if it's one or not. What do you mean if it's one? If it's one or both? Oh, we need a defense. Right, let's see. There we go. So what does the exclamation point mean? Unblockable? Okay. Just get out of here. Get out of here. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Yeah, we're leaving. It'll take like 10 minutes to set up some time. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. All right, stop.
Counting on you, Lila.
Never mind.
Ready?
I enjoy looking at our health back when we go into the armorization form. I'm having a really difficult time changing my targets though. Like I'm pressing right bumper and just nothing's happening.
Well done.
Purification complete.
Try holding it. If I hold it, then we go to like the scan, right? Which, yeah, I can like physically select which one, but I just want to go through the auto buffer. Typically effective when I get a fraction of almost like 1.5. Wait, if it's like directly, oh, additive. Okay. Definitely read that as addictive. Need my eyes checked. So that's what I was trying to work on, NG. I was trying to tap right bumper and then it just like stays. So I don't know if I'm out of range of other targets or I'm just not bumping it right. I don't know. So I'm heading over here. I get it. Lady Lake is the city. Right? It's the city. Okay. 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 Yeah, for sure, Sonar. Whatever you want to do. I definitely thought that Lady Lake was the Lady River Lake and was the surrounding
Very well.
water. I guess we'll see you later.
Purification complete.
I'm just trying to admire the gorgeous scenery over here. So, excuse me for speaking out loud. Is that... Wait, they said that was beyond the town of Kilth, right? Kylth? We're going to the town of Kyle? I have an odd hankering for monsters now. Are these ruins? I don't know why. This kind of reminds me of Abandoned Kyle. F in chat for Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm now thinking of Milan when the Huns roll through. Hey, we got functioning doors. We can't enter. Is there anything of value here? So... I don't know why, but playing this... it makes me really, really want to play Star Ocean. I don't remember which Star Ocean game I played that I really enjoyed. I think it was Till the Ends of Time. Or something like that. And like that was my Star Ocean. That was the one that I grew up on. Kyle! That kills people. I haven't seen that in forever. Talk about Forgotten Relic. Another relic, another ancient ruin of its time. Creator of the Star Ocean series made Tales of Phantasia. Really? Oh, dope. When was the first Star Ocean game out? Because I was only like introduced to it from the PS2 onwards. And I think Till the Ends of Time is like third game? Fourth game? Definitely wasn't close to being the first. All right, we got a sign. We got a heading. We know where we're going. Thank you, save point. Star Ocean 2 was the only good one? I don't know about that. Okay. Granted, I've never played Star Ocean 2, so. 5 skills per group, arranged with the following correlations. So, non-elemental, attack, paralysis, fire, burn, earth, slow, water, poison, wind, fatigue. Water, poison. I mean, I know we can get water poisoning, but that's like taking a bit too literal. Right? Hello, Beastie. What are you? You are moving at like 15 frames a second. Maybe 10 if we're lucky. Hi. Oh, come back here. Managamar. What the hell are you? You are very weak to arts. Resistant to fire, water, wind, weakness to earth. Okay. Oh, but that's gonna be resistant to it, right? Because okay, this is not gonna be a good time.
Well done.
Oh, she's got. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Shit. Let's not. Let's. I'm glad I saved. We are not. We are not. We are running away. Should we ever encounter that thing again? That is not. No. Let's see. The new battle actions. Barely recovery. Knocked back through the air. Use excellence. Oh, neat. I don't really care about that right now, but neat. I don't know what that means. Oh, character will automatically armatize if at least one BG is available. Oh, can other characters armatize? Or is it only main character? That was only main character. Huh. Wait, no, but it's resistant to fire. So even if we went in with our armatization, we'd still not be doing good damage. Okay. Alright, let's go take a look. Ooh. 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 Aha! Earth! Okay. 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 I'll use that as back. I guess it's forward and back because we have nothing to do forward with yet, I assume. Brian Echo. Is that the automatic one? I assume. Huh. Alright, that's kind of neat. Okay, so yeah, we can only armatize with Seraphs, right? So the only one that we have is Lila. If we get Mikleo back, or I guess rather when we get Mikleo back, presumably we'll have a water version. Okay. Okay, I see. I see. I see. I haven't used you at all. So I'm assuming this is to trigger Tiger Blade to come out. We need to press. It's not just mash. Not just mash B, right? We have to actually move with it. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. So Namco basically stole the Tales series from them. So the creators left to make the Star Ocean series, so the two had similar combat systems. Huh. So the only one that I really remember is the one that I played. Like I've seen playthroughs of other games. I don't remember the combat much at all though. Because I was just like having it on in the background, caring for the story bits. That's interesting. And so Namco owns Tales of, and they went off the Square to make Star Ocean. I had no idea I had that kind of history. Sky's looking very dark. Oh, hello? And we're in the ruins. Aha. Hello, Bat.
Saray, I'm counting on you.
Ready?
It's done. Go!
Please, everyone!
Ah, aha, aha. Got it come out. Okay, cool. Cool.
No such dreams.
Cool.
Splendid job, Saray.
Let's.
Okay, okay. So it is kind of like the city then. Man, I'm still so disappointed at what the city of NT turned into. Like when I saw they were going to be making a new a new Zestiria way back when. I was excited for like a reboot of Duodecim. I loved the shit out of Duodecim. One of the like 3 games I have for my PSP. And then instead, we got forced 3v3 off of the arcade version. And you can't choose loadouts. Everyone has preordained attacks and classes and roles. Like, I don't care. Weakness combos during amortization differ from those in normal state. Regardless of the number of chains hits, the damage multiplier will continue until the damage gauge until damage runs out. Okay. Definitely didn't notice that was okay. Damage increases each time a different art of the same element is used. Attacking with weaknesses in mind, plus using a variety of arts will lead to devastating levels of damage potential. Okay. So this kind of makes me think of juggling, where we want to juggle between different attacks, but it's different. It's like it's the reverse of like scaled juggling, right? Where you start out with the most powerful attack, and then like as the opener, you launch, and then you go through as the damage scales down. Instead, you want to go through different attacks, and then damage ramps up. Okay. I just want the square to pick them up. Anywho, the agents send them up to Namco. And Pac-Man, they were like, the Pac-Man guys.
Let's begin the purification.
Yeah!
Play.
Be gone! Yeah! Please, hold on, everyone!
Ready? I did it.
Please, bang!
Okay, so I need to do it while
we win.
inside. So I need to do my normal attack and then forward to get Tiger Blade to come out. Gotcha. I still need to check out how to do Shatterfang. Targeting shows you various information, HP, category weaknesses. If the enemy is successfully defending against your attacks, use the to check whether excellently used in one their resistance. Right, yeah. How to choose loadouts, but only a few moves. Brave attacks. I didn't realize they could swap out brave attacks. But like you can't choose like your different HP attacks, right? Because I thought that those were like pure locked. And you don't get the armor customization that gave you the different skills or whatever. Mango sorbet. Dude, not gonna lie. I am a sucker for sorbet. Okay. Give me some sherbet. Give me some sorbet. Give me some gelato. All that over ice cream any day. I don't like the texture of ice cream. The only ice cream that I really enjoy, and I say this in loose terms, enjoy, is Ben Jerry's Cherry Garcia. I feel like that is the best ice cream ever created, known to man. Shit, that's dope.
Be gone!
Okay.
All this fighting sure makes me hungry.
Okay. I can buy that. Choose HP attacks, I think, and not brave attacks. There's a third type of move you have more control over. Huh. Alright, well, that's definitely different. I mean, so the only experience I had with the Zestiria NT was playing the beta when it first launched. And then I watched like bits and pieces of people playing it when it did fully launch. Hello, bow.
A bow?
Ooh.
It looks like it's just ceremonial.
It looks pretty.
This bow is a divine artifact.
A what?
Another seraph?
Oh, right. Hold on.
Or is that gonna be our vessel?
So if this bow is a divine artifact, what does that mean?
A divine artifact determines the form the Armatus will take. Essentially, it serves as a model for the Armatus.
A model for the Armatus?
Oh yeah, like Lila's sacred blade.
The sacred blade of Lady Lake is also a divine artifact.
Huh, and that's why your Armatus is a sword.
Why is it not Armatus?
Hey, does this mean that I can use your sacred blade to armatize with other seraphim as well?
Right? Armatize.
Well,
It's
that
not
depends on the circumstances.
Armatize.
First,
right?
as I
It's
mentioned
not an
earlier,
Armatus, it's
just
an
as I am
Armatus.
the Prime Lord of you, the Shepherd, they would have to become my sublord in turn.
What exactly is a sublord?
Put simply, It is the title for one who assists Saray while working under the influence of my power.
I love how Lila exerts flip down
Consider the
powers.
elemental property of the divine artifact. Each seraph has their own unique element that falls under their control. Mine, for instance, is fire.
Like, I
So
get
if the
big,
divine
big
artifacts all have their own elements,
step on me,
does
Tommy
that mean a
vibes.
seraph can't armatize with it if their element is different?
Indeed, it does. It would appear this bow's element is water. And Mikleo is a water seraph.
Let's go.
Miklio's Uryu.
Huh?
Uryu?
Saray does not wish to make Mikleo his sublord.
Uryu.
Why
From
not?
Bleach.
It's no different than when I was made a squire.
That kid.
But you called on the shepherd's power in order to achieve your dream. Isn't that right? Mikleo is
We're just gonna
different.
add a Quincy. Which some of this kind of like made me think of Bleach, with like the Reapers versus the Hollows, like the Seraphim versus the Seraphim that humans can't see versus the Hellions that people can't see. Like, I don't know.
Saray, I'm counting on you.
Ready?
Stunned. Go! Radiant
All right, so I can't just. So how do I?
some more.
Be gone! I will fight evil!
There we go. That's how. Okay.
Not yet! No escape! Shatterbang!
Okay.
Everyone okay?
I'm trying to like combo the hidden art into a martial arts. Man. Hey, Tsuno, I don't need to remind me that Saroshin is dead. Thanks. Using X plus left stick to quick step backwards allows you to evade sideways attacks. When you dodge top down attacks, can quick evade. When an enemy attack looks diagonal, in most cases it can be dodged with a back step. I've not been able to do that for my life, so that's kind of just worthless to me. Can't wait to become a visored. Great. Ooh, what the hell are you? You're kind of cute. As fucked up and ugly as you are, you're kind of cute.
Let's begin the
They're
purification.
leeches.
Guess we can't hit them by flailing our weapons.
I did it.
Ready? Oh, and hit everyone!
What are they weak to? Nothing.
Be gone!
Celebrate just yet.
That's the way!
Radiant heat. Go!
Shatterbang! Be gone!
Did I just miss both of them?
Saray.
Okay. Alright, alright. I guess we'll go forward. 100% every normal level in Serial Cleaner.
What the?
Congratulations. I'm assuming you just finished the level they had to redo. I'm glad you're able to get back through it. The time was good though. Dude, I thought it was fantastic. But again, like it's the only one I played personally, so like I can't really like comment on where it ranks.
Victory shall be mine.
Ow. Like right here, I'm tapping right bumper and nothing's happening, and I don't know why. Like I thought that was supposed to take me to cycle through the other enemies, but it's not.
Let us relish this victory. I finished preparing the gel.
Were hard to hit. They did. Yeah, they did. Indeed. Now I just need 100% of the bonus levels. Oof.
Done.
I wish you luck. Tapping selects the closest one. Oh, I thought it cycled through all of them. Okay. If the art matches the monster type, it'll count as a weakness. Oh. Huh. Okay.
I am your opponent, Hellion.
Yeah! Be gone!
Interesting.
Not yet!
Celebrate just yet.
No escape!
Flames of crimson.
It's over!
God damn it, Bat.
Ready? Not yet! Any dreams! Yeah! Alright! Shatterbang!
Such is what I expect of the Seraphim's power.
By combining various techniques from the battles section of the system book, you may discover new unconventional interactions between them. Again, to go back and read up again on subjects you mastered in case it triggers any realizations. Some models will also give you tips on advanced techniques, which I don't think we've really gotten. I don't think we've gotten anything new here either. No. Battle actions. Can put that on though. Do we put that or that? I think we'll. Put that on instead. I feel like that might be more situationally helpful. Okay, game. Okay.
Saray, I'm
There's so many of them, my god.
Wonderful! It's close!
Struck it together!
This is my song!
Hang on, everyone! Forward surge!
Pretty good, right? Here
I know
goes!
it's...
So I should be able to combo.
Your right side was wide open.
Oh, shut up, Alicia. I should be able to combo from the water, like uppercut, whatever caused them to go up into Shadowfang, right? So like A, back A, or forward A. Like I can combo hidden arts into each other. All the bonus levels are themed around movies. For the Cuckoo's Nest or Monty Python. Really? What do they do for Monty Python's Holy Grail? Oh, don't tell me it's like the, it'd be the Tis But a Scrap, Flesh Wounds. Same. Has more enemies per encounter.
Let us not be full of
I mean, it still
ourselves
ends fast
and
enough, right?
continue.
Where's this flying winged beast? Or it's also have those to just match the types. Gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha. Ooh. Okay. Sort of the aftermath. Wait, is it? But is it the Black Knight scene? Like in the field, you need to like pick up or like clean up all the splurts all over, just like hopping around or like without the legs. And then Black Knight's right arm. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So I can go this way to move forward. No, that takes us back up. We don't want to go up, right? Wait, but we can't move forward past here. Wait, what? Wait, so I'm missing a way to go. Uh-huh. So we can't move from down here. Presumably we have to go up and then find another way around. I think there's a way for us to get out of here. Fake wall? No. How much health? They're okay. So we keep our blast gauge points outside of combat. Cool. The first one to have encounters happen in the actual game world rather than a separate enemy battlefield. Really? That's cool. I remember like Final Fantasy XII was really divisive on how it had a similar idea, right? Where like all the encounters are what you could actually see on the game world itself. And you ran into all of them. Truth be told, 12 is one of my favorites. And I thought that was really, really cool at the time. It was fake walls. Get this fake walls out of here. Chest by Snick. I hope this takes us where we need to go. By specials the crack where the crack where the rivulet. That's awesome. Hello. That feels like progress. Oh, god damn it.
I
am your
Let's
opponent.
take them all down!
Very well.
Sweet dreams! Shutterfang! Hang on, everyone! Yeah! Be gone! You were
Nice.
quite strong, but we're no pushovers.
All right. I'm definitely getting a feel for like flow. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I feel like I'm getting a flow of like combo routes and how they interact with each other a little bit better. I didn't want a new save. Oh, I don't want to move forward yet either. Tails usually has you can see them on a map, but where you enter battle on the field. Right, like where you don't go to a separate like encounter screen and then go back to the map, right? Like the encounters themselves are actually on the map, a la like Undertale, not Undertale, Earthbound. Yeah. Like you move, you can see the enemies, but then when you actually encounter them, you're in the battle screen. That was how I was interpreting that. Rise is air juggling, so it's DMC like. Oh, there's a DMC like game that was coming out. I don't remember what it was called though. It had something to do with some sort of Asian. Oh wow, I can't carry anymore. I didn't realize we had a limit. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Cool. So DMC was a series I never really got into. I didn't really have the means to play it, so it kind of like skipped right over me. I did really like watching 4 though. Back in high school, I had a friend who had 4, and we played whenever I'd like head off to his house. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've played a bit of Bayonetta. Didn't really get into that either.
Careful!
Yes. What? Where?
Above!
I
Ooh.
can see it.
Don't. It's poisonous.
Stop! Lila, get back!
Okay.
Hi,
That must be
Beastie.
Oma!
Hi.
Vermilion,
Also
burning
effective on
charge!
stationary
Full force! Burning echo!
Never.
Burn! Burn away! Full force! Burning echo! Vermilion,
Oh dear God.
Purgatory of flame! Full force! Ha! Burning charge! Purgatory of flame! Too close! Purgatory of flame!
I don't have different.
Purgatory of flame! Oh no! The Armatus' attacks aren't working on them!
They're resistant to fire.
What do you mean it's not working on
Power's
them?
no use on them.
Saray.
But we have no other choice!
What else? What? What?
There's still so many of them.
But it worked. What?
Dang.
Dang. Oh golly, gee whiz, guys.
Miclio! You couldn't have timed that better!
Lila, let me become your sublord.
Are you sure about this?
Wait, hold on now!
You're right. I am stubborn as a rock.
Huh?
I admit it. I'm hellbent on becoming a sublord. But there's something important that you don't understand.
I do understand. I just didn't want you to get involved.
Get over yourself. Do you really think this is your dream alone?
Guys, they're in the background.
Saray, do as Miclio says.
All right, Hat.
You can hear him too?
This is our dream. Now, Lila!
All right, at least Micleo's not like a villain, like friend turned
Oh,
villain.
ye born of the sacred currents of peace.
Miclio! Lila!
Here let our path be forged, that my unquavering incandescence may be as thy purification. Shouldst thou accept this burden, recite aloud your etc.
Etc.?
Now for the Armatus. Miclio, give Saray your true name.
It's the
He
Armatus.
already knows. You bet I do.
Oh my!
Here we go, Mikleo!
Let's end this.
Let's go. What are we getting? What are we getting? Time for a magical girl transformation. God. Wait, I didn't catch what the name was.
This is our Armatus.
I'll do the aiming, Saray.
All right. I'm counting on you. Break down. Open the floodgates. Double arrow.
Oh, okay.
Ocean blast. Break on through. Right.
I love how it, like, pierces.
Burst.
Bye.
Burst. Right. Break down.
Can I not? I'm trying to charge. Charge. There we go.
Bubble arrow.
Bird is the word. Here goes.
Push him in. Never mind.
Wow, that was amazing, you two.
Oh, were you able to remove it?
Do any of you know
Now that you
Gakupo?
mention it
From
just
Vocaloid?
came off.
I wonder why.
Does it really matter? Besides, this means that I can now use the Armatus at will, right?
It reminds me of
Lost those training
Gakupo
wheels.
just not
Look
being
at you.
entirely purple.
Shut up.
Makes sense. So, that's why you couldn't take it off before.
Mikleo, I wanted to say,
Don't thank me. After all, I merely did this for my own dream.
I know that.
I feel oddly envious.
Agreed.
Alicia, don't tell me.
Yes. Not only
Okay,
can I hear
whatever,
your voice,
Stan.
I can see you now.
Whatever.
No way. You can see Seraphim now?
How's your
I
night going, my
think it
dude?
just goes to show
I hope
how
all is
strong
well.
you've already gotten.
Hope y'all doing okay. Hope whatever the issue was is going okay for you guys.
Maybe we do have a fighting chance against this Lord of Calamity.
Ganondorf.
Saray,
Lila, Mikleo, please accept my sincerest gratitude for saving me.
it was nothing, I assure you. But you're welcome.
I thought we weren't supposed to be thanking you.
Guess there's no need to worry.
All right, the waterfall is just up ahead.
I love how it's just like cocked. Alicia said. Okay, cool. So we have 4 people in our party. Shepard's ready with the power purification for battle. Seraphim 2 can access this power. They have a human to channel it through. So as the sole human in the party, only 1 Seraphim may join in battle. The human squire joins him, and an additional Seraphim may also join. Okay, so now we have 2 different armatizations, right? We can, wow, we got 18.9. 09. Cool. Cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. I get it. I get it, game. I get it. Jesus. All right, let's take a look at all that. So how does this work then? Switch battle character? What? Your boy don't understand. What's new? Charge cast. Press B after casting Seraphic Art, and if you've learned a higher Seraphic Art, the cast will continue switching to that art. What? Okay, so cast art, press B. Is that like a way to like? Is that like a short charge? Arts, even when front stepping hover, increases by 10. I mean, I don't even dodge right now, anyways. So I don't think that's really useful. Where does it tell us if I've dodged or not? I guess it doesn't. Let's take a look at some titles. Nothing new. Okay, so Sublord, friends. Today was a childhood friend. Now he is a brother in arms too. Got Torrent Fang, same one. Defense +4. Armor type strong to fire, weak to earth. Water is weak to earth? My Pokemon brain does not like the way this game handles elements at all. I think we'll stick that with you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Something satisfying of hearing the mage go blah 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 magic mid combat. Is that with the charge? Just like cut off mid. Just blast. Let's put in Kingdom Hearts terms. If you know fire, you can start casting fire. Realize you have more time. Continue to cast fire. You know it as well. That don't make sense to my monkey brain. It's my dumb little monkey brain. Whereas when the mage casts a spell faster, then she can do the incantation, just skips the whole thing, goes blah blah blah. It's funny. I mean, it's only the demo, right? It's like, I wonder if that's the, like, purpose, or if they'll, like, focus on what, like, tightening that up. Hello, Waterfall. That's intent. That's hysterical. Respect. Definitely respect.
Still looks plenty pure to me. Hey, Mikleo, do you think you can freeze this water?
Huh? Yeah, don't see why not.
Oh,
Then
great. Now we're
freeze it,
vessels for
and
the
let
both
us
of
bring
them.
it back to the sanctuary. Ice is highly resistant to being corrupted by malevolence.
Very well. I'll give it a try.
Cool.
Thank you very much. That should suffice.
Now, before this melts, we'd better take care of our other problem.
What?
Is this the Historia? Who is that? Who are you? Guys, grab your popcorn. It's anime time. Ooh, that's money. I want money.
Lila, what was that?
The Earth in Historia. It finally reacted to something.
So that was something real from the past.
Did you see that, Mikleo?
Well, if
He
we're
was
talking
writing the
about
celestial record.
Radiant Historia,
Yeah, that must have been the author.
There
'Cause
are
that's
more
been on
Earth
my
in
to
Historia where this
playlist
came
for a
from.
while.
If we obtain them, surely we can obtain more information
I
about
can't
the
remember if
past.
someone was talking about it though.
Oh man, this is too sweet.
This is only the beginning. Don't get so worked up, or you'll just wear yourself out.
Right.
Whoa,
Same.
come on!
Me today. Literally me fucking today.
He's burning up.
This is a result of the pact we made with Mikleo. He'll get better after some rest at the inn.
Oh right, we need 3
I'll
days.
carry him back. If we want to cool him down, I guess I better make some more ice.
Ever the jokester. Yeah, go save.
His fever has gone down.
I'm surprised it only took him 1 day to recover. It took 3 when he forged the pact with me.
He's definitely got natural ability as a shepherd.
Mikleo.
Oh, thanks for helping with the letters, by the way. I caught up with everyone I needed to.
The letters?
It's okay. I rather enjoy writing letters.
Thank you letters? Are we Lockhart? Are you writing the thank you letters
you
to our adoring
awake?
fans?
I must have fainted again. Sorry.
You gave me quite a backache.
You looked like you were floating. I told the innkeeper you were just doing some sort of magic trick.
Well, I never was any good at lying anyways.
Don't overexert yourself. You still need to rest.
I'll be fine. We gotta find the Lord of the Land, and someone to pray at the sanctuary before the ice melts.
But
The shepherd has spoken. Is it not the duty of the Prime Lord, Sublord, and Squire to follow him?
Prime Lord, Sub Lord, Median Lord. Sign Lord, Tangent Lord. All these math terms, I don't like it. I don't trust it. Never trust people who like math. So Tales of the game with that as part of its name. It's probably what you remember. What was I saying? Tales of the World Radiant. Oh, no. I want to say it was a DS game called Radiant Historia. Another RPG. I don't know if it's like related to Tales at all, but it was definitely like on my radar of something I always meant to play. Wait, where are we going? Alright, I see Star. We're gonna go to Star. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna go get some gear. Actually, before we go get some gear, we're gonna go combine some gear. And then we're gonna go get some gear. Grab rear. And then we'll go to Star. Okay. We'll combine the papers. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. That's dope. Oh, I've got two different effects. Okay. So, is it gonna have all four when we combine them? It's not. It is. It's not, it is. Our attack plus 4, defense plus 4%. Stun time reduced by 20. Successful evasion plus 10. Why does it have a key next to it? Shop rank is now window shopper. Don't mind if I do. Right, there's no reason for me not to do this, right? Oh, that might be doing some stuff. No, attack plus 4%. Art attack plus 4, defense capability plus 5. So we get rid of the art attack. Does it depend on which one I choose first? So if we do this one, no. Okay, so we're the exact same. Stun time. Are we going to add the stun time? Ooh, that has attack plus 4. Stacks defense, which I guess could be nice. Why is that blue? Why is defense blue? And that's like the key one. Oh, that cost the good money. Okay. Okay. But that has the attack plus 4. This is so weird. Huh. In history, seem to use the age-old best armor covers the. Oh, gotcha. I don't know. I just saw like different images of like the world and stuff. I was like, yo, that looks neat. Just the functions. No. Ooh. HP recovery upon defeating enemy plus. Ooh. I think for him, I'll do the plus 4%. And then for you, we'll do... Never mind. Okay. Never mind. God, I really don't understand the decision of whoever was in charge of like the audio, just to have like constant chatter in your head all times. I don't like it. Over DM? Yeah, sure, Zinar. No worries. Is it for anything in particular? Rank is, wow. We went up a lot in just like one. Wait, why is it sealed? Wait, how is it sealed? Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Got a sail on a fire ring. Wait, you don't sell swords anymore? Wait, who could I buy a sword from? I could have sworn. You're a weaponsmith. Where'd my swords go? I'm not one for complaining when business is good, but it makes me uneasy with all this fighting going on. It's just like my father always used to say, son, war gives a weaponsmith a heavy pocket and a heavy heart too. That's fair. Alright, we're leaving. Some Arias gameplay. Yeah, for sure. It makes me uneasy too. I still want to like look into Xenoblade Chronicles. Like just like the Xenoblade Saga series.
O great Seraphim, whose blessings yet dwell in this land, turn thine ears to our prayers.
Thank you so much, Father Brunor.
Oh!
Thanks to you, my son's legs have healed considerably.
No need to thank me. It is your diligent prayer that has made the difference.
This is me last night in D&D.
Be steadfast and pure in
praying
mind
to
and spirit, as you
old
continue
character.
to pray for the health of your son.
A contribution to the sanctuary.
I told you before, madam. I'm afraid I can't possibly...
Please accept it.
Take all that money.
There's something I've realized.
Take all the money and
Merely
run.
praying for help is an offense to the Seraphim.
Get out of town.
It is a selfish act for personal gain.
Who told you such a thing?
Well, no one in particular.
You'll need money to pay for your son's treatment, won't you? Use this towards that end instead, for the sake of your son.
My son feels the same as I do. Everyone says the same thing. His wounds were punishment for his selfish prayers. And there are even those who spread vicious rumors about myself and you, Father Brunor. Please, I beg of you, accept this so that we might be saved.
Very well. I shall humbly accept your gift as a token of you and your son's gratitude.
I think they got a thing going on.
Thank you so much. Now, perhaps these rumors will finally come to an end.
I don't think
May
so.
you receive the blessing of the Seraphim, Father.
Right.
I think the rumors are only getting stirred, lady.
Guess I'll buy a drink. Princess.
I'm here to ask a favor.
Of me?
Not another
What
one.
could I...
We would like to ask you to enshrine and look after a new seraph in our town's sanctuary. This is a request from the shepherd.
The
Hi.
shepherd? You mean this boy is the... Forgive me.
You are not to be blamed. It is the fault of the royal family that so many have strayed from the noble path.
Excuse me, if I may? It's nice to meet you. My name's Saray.
Mr. Shepherd, sir?
I'd like you to be the one to worship at the sanctuary for the protection of Lady Lake. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused by pulling the sacred blade so carelessly. I know I'm still a fledgling shepherd who hasn't gotten used to things yet, but I promise I will do my best.
Yes, of course. It's quite all right. Please, do not prostrate yourself so.
Thank you.
This request comes from me as well. Please, help me so that I in turn may help this inexperienced but pure of heart shepherd.
Of course. I am honored that I may possibly be of service to one such as yourselves. Though I am frail of body, I shall perform the task at hand with the entirety of my spirit.
I'm glad. Yeah. Oh, man. My foot's asleep.
Seriously?
I would never be able to do that. Like, if something goes to sleep, I do not
Well
walk
then,
the next,
Father
like, 10
Brunor,
minutes.
when you're ready, I will come visit you again.
As you wish. Do be careful.
Okay, well, that was easier than I expected.
Well, that's one way to ask a favor, I guess.
That's just,
It was very Saray.
Yes, I think this helped the priest as well.
all right, what's next? Search for a seraph who will become Lord of the Lands. We need to search out a seraph. Is it gonna be Gramps? Do we go back to Gramps? That'd be exciting. Huh? Huh? Always sand dragon lives up on the spirit crest. A Darkin, you say? I mean, spent Lady Moltron at the sanctuary. Let's go. Let's go say hi before we head off, huh? Is that the sanctuary? Where was this? Oh, it's left. What the right in the game feels like an amateur D&D campaign with a DM that's too controlling. I guess I can kind of see that. To me, it feels really abrupt. Like, there isn't like a natural flow of conversation. It just seems to change on a whim, right? Like to get the plot moving forward. Can people see me doing this? Do people know that I can just summon fire whenever I want? I've got to be terrified, right? I don't know. Moltron wasn't here, so... Fire! At least in Kingdom Hearts 1, they let me light the fire in the accessory shop. I'm actually kind of
Snacks are done.
sad about that. Alright, so... where in the world are we going to find a Seraphim? Right, like that's the question that's currently going through my mind. What are we looking for? I'm imagining that now we go through the Falk area. Whenever I say Falk, I just think of Street Fighter. I think Falk's one of the cast. Say now, is it true that Grifflet Bridge went and collapsed? How could such a bridge fall so easily? Must have done something to anger the water spirit. Water? Water, you say? Okay. Well, lucky for us, we just got a water seraphim, so... I want to move fast. I wish I had a mount. Can I armatize and like one of my seraphim becomes a bike and I can just go vroom vroom through the fields? That'd make me very delighted. That would make me very, very happy. So just having to book it the entire way. Falkwind, that's what it is. Alright, so assuming that the bridge is still down, right? Let's see if we can, like, head off to the right. See if those guards have opened up.
Very well. How about you, knave?
Ready? No escape!
This is nothing.
It's telling you to detect treasure chests and herbs in the vicinity. Set on multiple characters to increase the size of the detection field. Acquired title Fusion Fancier. What's that? Who is that? Ooh. Yeah, let's put that on you. So what does sealed mean? Is that sealed because we're not at the right status? Is that sealed because... Although that gives us way more skills. We'll stay with these. So yeah, sealed because we don't have like +2, +3, or is it the proficiency, the mastery of the armor? Yeah? Cool. So why is that blue? That's also sealed. Okay. Huh. So increases damage, decreases defense, really increases magic attack. Alright, we're definitely putting that on. Is there anything else I want to put on? That might not be a bad idea. That increases attack. I don't really care. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Oh. Right. Icons. Look at icons. Okay. Defense goes down a little bit. Magic goes down a little bit. Focus goes up. Put those on. Sure. Armor strong to wind, weak to water. Oh, it changes. Interesting. Oh no, is this just what being fire? Fire strong to wind and weak to water? Okay. Perform a 200 hit combo on every single character. That's fine. Right? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's gotta be easy. It's gotta be very easy. I don't see how anyone would possibly struggle with that at all. I'm sure I could do it with my eyes closed, actually. I'm sure me, who's never played the series before, would be able to figure out the optimal combo route with every character without even looking at the character, without even touching the controller. Just snap. It's done. Easy. I'm not going the right way. I saw a star. This isn't a star. We're going to the star. What did that remind me of? There's something else really. I need to get a really long combo route for something. And it was really, really annoying.
Ready?
Snacks were not built in it.
Dale's the god gamer. Exactly. The difficulty goblin will visit you in your sleep. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, buds. What's up?
What happened?
We're investigating the collapse of Grifflet Bridge. The cause may be flooding from the rains.
Stan, maybe you're onto something with Griffin. We have the Griffinlet Bridge.
It wasn't caused by rain.